What's up, guys? Welcome to Rusty and Billy's Wrestling Adventure, episode 8. 8 weeks in, man. This has been awesome. It's going by fast. Got a lot going on this week between Raw and Smackdown and the Elimination Chamber coming up this Saturday. So we want to dive right in with Smackdown this week. And honestly, the surprise of the show for me was Kiana James.
Kiana James pulling it out over Charlotte and Nia. No one expected that.
Everybody. I think everybody thought Charlotte. I think the majority probably thought Charlotte. You might have had a few people that might have thought they might put Nia in there, but I never would have picked Kiana to be the one to go over in that match. So.
Yeah. It's great when we're caught off guard and surprised and just
Absolutely.
swerve like that. We love it. I felt like Kiana James has had a few breakout performances, a couple in NXT. There was one about a month back or so. I think it was a tag match. It was a multi-person match that she just kind of stood out to me pretty well. And apparently I wasn't the only one that caught sight of that as well. So she, yeah, won over Charlotte Flair, one of the greatest, if not the greatest of all time, and Nia Jax, who is, my gosh, solid as she can be and dangerous. But Kiana pulled it out, and I was glad to see it. Clean. Absolutely,
Yeah.
and clean. So, yeah. Julia's not in the chamber. Kiana is. So
Hats off to Triple H for pulling the trigger on something that nobody expected. I mean, we talk about the predictability a lot of times and how we like surprises. Well, here you go, man. Like that's the surprise of the night for me.
Sure was.
But I love it. I love it. Now I want to see where they go from here with like Bliss and Charlotte, Nia and Lash, because you had the potential of some teamwork within the chamber. Well, they did a good job of nixing all that.
Yep.
And now you've got an awesome match there, and we're going to get more into that in a little bit. We'll break down the Elimination Chamber matches in a minute, but just had to give props to Triple H on that booking there and surprising everyone. Then with the men's qualifying match Friday night, so Trick Williams coming out in the men's.
He whooped that. Did Trick. He sure did. Him and his lemon pepper steppers.
There's just something about when his music hits, man. Like just the instant vibe change, man. Like, dude's a star.
Absolutely.
Absolute star.
Dripping with charisma.
Yeah.
Does no wrong in the ring. Does no wrong on the mic. Does no wrong, period, quite frankly. Trick Williams may be our next big thing.
I mean, when you talk about the total package, he's got it. He's got the build. He's got the in-ring work, like the talent, the athleticism. He's got the mic skills. He's got it all. I mean, if you were to build a superstar, I think a lot of people would come out looking just like Trick Williams.
Yep. It has many nicknames, does Trick.
Yep.
I don't know if you saw last night, but it was during a commercial break of Raw on Netflix last night. He came out and Kathy Kelly asked, why are you in Atlanta? And Trick said, I wasn't supposed to be here, but I heard Atlanta had the best chicken wings. So that's why I brought my lemon pepper steppers, and the crowd chanted it with him as he said that. When you can get shoes over,
man,
and you're just look, over chicken wings,
man,
it was a great promo. It was incredible. If you didn't see it, it's great. And Trick has been 10 out of 10 since he's been on SmackDown on the main roster. Now Trick has done a lot of great work in NXT. Obviously was an NXT champion. Last summer, while being in NXT, was also the TNA champion, which he called Trick-N-A. So Trick's done a lot of great work for a great while, and he is right where he belongs. And is there a chance that Trick wins the chamber?
I mean, honestly,
if Kiana James can beat Charlotte and Nia, I think Trick Williams can stand a chance at winning the Elimination Chamber.
I think when we break down that match later, we need to have that discussion, because when I look at the participants in the chamber, and we're talking about WrestleMania, if Trick Williams ain't WrestleMania, who is?
I know it. Well, Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton.
Man, We'll get into that in a minute because
Not,
I want to get
not
more
to
in
get
depth in
ahead.
that in a minute. I want
Hmm.
to get through SmackDown and Raw, and then we're going to break that down because I think there's some good conversation to be had there, and multiple avenues that WWE could go with it. So
The pot is hot,
very
as they
very,
say in the
which
streets.
is a good problem to have. Multiple options.
I've never said that in my life. The pot is hot.
Man, one of my favorite segments for a minute in SmackDown was the Cody Sammy segment. Because I give Sammy a lot of flack week in, week out. You started to see some edge, man, and Cody went off on him, and I loved
It,
it.
it
I
did.
loved it, and I thought, man, this is going to spark that, and I still think it's the direction it's going. But I was like, okay, I'm going to get on the Sammy train for a second, and then he went and apologized. I'm I'm like, man, Sammy being Sammy, man, and maybe this is long term storytelling,
It
you
is.
know. But it's just like, golly, man, Sammy, just when I started believing in you, man, you go and get soft again and apologize. But like I said, I think it's long-term storytelling. I think we're gonna see the turn. The question is when.
I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, Sammy Cody got under his skin, and he's just kind of calling Cody, you're the golden boy. Of
Yeah.
course you're gonna get the shot. And Cody fired back at Sammy, said, "Well, you're the only one that's in your way." Basically to Sami Zayn.
Which was
Sammy got
valid.
mad and threw an object or two, and then just kind of took a deep breath and regrouped, and then apologized to Cody later on. And it
Yeah.
was water under the bridge.
Yeah.
So I do think there's some long-term storytelling going on there. Just the start of it.
I think the layers will continue to peel week in and week out. I think this is going to probably be a long-term build, but it's like we talked about a couple weeks ago with the WWE, you don't have an off season, so WrestleMania isn't the culmination and the end of it like a Super Bowl. You've got to have a story to continue, and so this is something that can build through WrestleMania, and you can ride it out afterwards.
Right.
So
Well, WrestleMania is the Super Bowl of the WWE. It
right,
is kind of the ultimate of what we build towards each year. That being said, over the years, it's not uncommon that there have been things that run through WrestleMania and even
right,
start at WrestleMania. Obviously, things that finish up at WrestleMania as well. So, yeah, I don't see this. I see it kind of going probably at the end of the summer.
yeah,
I'm guessing right now. It's very preliminary to tell
yeah,
right now. The whole Sammy Cody, the situation there, or just just call it the Sammy situation, really, I guess,
yeah,
because Drew's, kind of gave him a good pep talk before, and Sammy told him he's the only one that was in his way,
yeah.
and so Sammy's trying to figure stuff out right now, and he will. So it is right now. It's kind of like which side of the fence is he going to find that on? Is it going to be good old Sami Zayn that I know and love, or is it going to be heel Sami Zayn that just is fed up with everybody and just says screws it, and
And I don't
goes and
even
does
think
his
it
own
has,
thing?
and I don't even think it has to be good old Sammy or heel Sammy. I mean, he can still be face Sammy and just have some more edge. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, he could be a Trick Williams, who I guess on paper you would call a heel, but he's so over with the crowd that it's ain't nobody rooting against him.
Well, Sami Zayn was the honorary Uce in the
Right,
bloodline. I feel like we're kind of past that.
right.
Um,
My
yeah.
favorite Sammy, by the way.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. The honorary Uce, gold. If you haven't seen any of the Bloodline Saga the last 5 years, 2020 on,
Mm,
there's a video on WWE's YouTube. Just YouTube it, you'll find it.
yeah,
WWE playlist, I think it is.
the way he worked his way into
4+ hours of the
the
Bloodline Saga leading up to like
it,
last year.
it's
I mean,
amazing.
it's great. You
It's
don't,
it's as good as any movie you'll go watch.
and Sami Zayn was just
Yeah,
phenomenal that entire run. I feel like we're past that though. I
yeah,
feel like we're going to see some more seriousness and edge out of Sami Zayn on one side of the fence or the other.
right.
And it's just a matter of kind of when and kind of how Sammy wants to conduct himself and
Yeah.
and rise to that level. Um, Speaking more about on SmackDown, Drew McIntyre. Why did Drew McIntyre attack Randy Orton with the WWE Championship? And Aleister Black got the biggest win of his career
Yeah.
by far, beating Randy Orton in the main event of SmackDown, which nobody else saw coming as well.
Yeah.
What did Randy do to piss Drew off? I don't remember because Drew he got under Cody's skin in the middle in the beginning of the night, and Drew just likes to get under people's skin nowadays. Jacob Fatu's as well. I don't recall why he just came back and just cost Randy Orton a match against Aleister Black.
Yeah, that one didn't.
What's up with that, Drew?
There wasn't anything there that I was like, oh yes, like you kind of saw that coming. He's had beef with him recently, like because everything's been with Cody and Fatu. So
I don't think 6, 7 weeks away from WrestleMania is the time where you want to go ruffling feathers. And in particular, the feathers of Randy Orton, let alone those of Cody Rhodes and Jacob Fatu. Drew, you're the WWE champion. It took you forever to get that title back. What are you doing?
although I must say the getting the suite up there and showing up as a as a fan kind of that was cool.
Yeah,
That was kind of cool.
I get it.
Yeah.
But I don't recall what Randy Orton ever did to you. And you just all of a sudden showed back up and just,
Yeah.
are you just bucking the system that Nick Aldis told you to go away? I don't
And
understand.
maybe that's what it was just, you're mad at Aldis, so you're going to ruin his main event. I mean, the only connection there is Orton's in the chamber, but I mean,
I just didn't get that.
I didn't really get it either. I feel like that match could have went down with that. Maybe it was a way they wanted Alistair to go over, but you can't put him over clean over Orton. I don't know. But even then you could have had Zelina get involved somehow, so
Hmm.
the Drew aspect there is a little confusing. Maybe we'll see that play out after Chamber. I'm really not sure. I wish I had an answer for that one because I was just as confused.
If we had all the answers, we wouldn't be watching, I guess.
That is
We
true.
will find out.
That is true.
Yep.
That is true. Jumping into Raw, man, like man, I've got to say, I like Gunther more and more every week. Like, he's just funny, man. Like his facial expressions, like when when Pierce came out and he's in the ring, and I can't remember what Pierce said, but
He said GD is what he said.
well, he did.
That's
But
what he said.
but Gunther goes.
Yeah.
It's just cool to see this type of personality out of somebody that was just so straight faced for so long.
Yeah.
So to see this, it's entertaining to me. Like I'm not going to be like, ooh, let's go Gunther fan, but I do like the character progression that I talk about. I like that. I like that in Gunther and seeing some of this personality. I just thought that segment was funny.
Yeah.
And it's funny to watch the bodyguards. They're like, get out of the ring. Like, bro, Gunther's gonna rip you in half. Like, he's not intimidated by any of you. So
No.
just step aside and
I mean, if you've accomplished what Gunther's accomplished just in the last year alone, in the last 6 months alone, he's the longest reigning Intercontinental Champion of all time.
yeah,
That alone, I mean, in the Intercontinental title's been around since '79, and he's the longest reigning champion of all time. 666 days
yeah.
he held that title. And who beat him? Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn beat him at WrestleMania. Anyways, so but yeah, there's that. Gunther, a former world champion, of course, as well. Um, I've obviously retired 3 legends in the last 6-ish months or so. But if you do all that, and obviously you're going to gloat, obviously you're going to be obnoxious and not care whose nerves you get on, and Gunther's got every right to be that way and act that way.
Yeah.
No one's done that. No one's done that. Um, yeah, but it would not have been right if Gunther stuck around for AJ's tribute last night. It just would not have been. It just would have been lukewarm coffee, just nasty.
Yeah, and I'm guessing a lot of that was get Gunther out there for some airtime, open the show with that, and then like you said, get him gone, and then close the show with AJ.
Hmm.
Which will obviously we're going to dive into that here in a little bit, but you went from the Gunther segment, and then you had the men's qualifying match. See, it was Jay
Made it to Jay
Bronson
Uso, Big
and
Bronson Reed, and the
Del
original
Grande.
El Grande Americano, which, by the way, El Grande Americano, the original, is on a whole different level. Pick up your hot water heater, like a waist locket and just like stand there with it for about 4 seconds, and then
Yeah,
and
that
then and then,
suplex he hit
and then
on
arch
Reed,
back and drop
man.
it on its top.
Yeah, that was nuts, man.
El Grande Americano, the original El Grande Americano. What's he, 200 pounds ish or so, maybe 220 at the most?
Something like that.
Big Bronson Reed's darn near 400
Mm,
pounds.
big dude.
Deadlifted Bronson Reed, held him in midair right here for about 3 or 4 seconds, and then bridged back without going back down, by the way. German suplexed him all the way, completely clean.
Yeah.
Incredible. So we can't forget how awesome freaking the original El Grande Americano
No.
is. And glad he's back.
And it was a good match. I mean,
Absolutely.
that match was good. Jay probably hit the best spear he's ever hit in his career because honestly, his spears can be a little sloppy. I thought the one he hit in this match, it actually looked legit. You heard the noise, you saw it, like it actually looked like a real spear.
Mhm.
I, I thought it was good. I thought the way the match flowed was good. I think the surprise of that match was Bronson Reed getting hurt.
Sadly, Big Bronson Reed suffered an injury in the middle of the match. Gosh, the Vision cannot catch a break right now, and it's the most crucial, important time of the year.
My question is,
Mm.
was Jay going over? Was that the original script, or did they have to improv with the injury?
I have to believe that the masked guy was going to show up again and attack Big Bronson
Yeah,
Reed and cost him that shot. I have to believe Jay was probably going to go over anyway.
yeah. That was my
Um,
thought.
but
Because obviously no masked man this week, and I said last week Bronson's probably next on the list. He'll interfere in that match. I feel like that was probably what was
made all the
set to
sense in the world.
happen.
Yep.
Man, and now you've got a Vision with two members that weren't even originally in it.
Logan Paul and Austin Theory
Mm,
and the Oracle, Paul Heyman, are all that's left of the Vision. Not due to any masked man,
yeah,
due to legit injuries
yeah.
that just happened that just happened to happen, you know.
And now we have to
Man,
wonder what was the storyline? Where were we
oh,
going?
oh,
What were we going to get? And will we ever get any resemblance of that now?
I don't know. There's never any injury that takes place where it's like, oh, at least it happened now.
Yeah.
No injury that's ever taken place has ever had good timing ever,
But
especially this time of year. Just
but Bronson Reed, man, like
mm,
it's like he's cursed
man,
because was it last year's Elimination Chamber where he hurt his ankle?
it was War Games. He did
Okay, it was yeah, it was War Games Survivor
he
Series.
did a tsunami off the top
That's
of the
right.
cage, and yeah, crushed his ankle on the way
Yeah,
down,
so he was out.
and that cost him the opportunity to compete at that Elimination Chamber, which was in Perth,
Mhm.
Australia. Bronson Reed was out injured, or else he probably would have been on that show. Nonetheless, he did. Was it in Perth that he beat Roman Reigns though last fall? Crown Jewel? Or was that another PLE that I'm getting confused with? But
I,
he did beat Roman
I
Reigns in that
feel
match
like
though.
that's where it was.
Yeah. So he got that back. So
But I'm just saying, like, bless the man's heart. Like
yeah,
WrestleMania season comes and he's out. He's hurt, man. Like, and you saw the move where it looked like it happened because he immediately grabbed for his bicep
he looked
there.
right at it like this, was just
Yeah,
like something's wrong.
yeah. He got because it was like I think he was saving a pin. He was breaking up a pin and kind
Yeah,
of flipped over it.
yeah.
And it, I mean, when you watched it, you're like, you do that move a million times and nothing ever happens. And man, something just tweaked the wrong way. And
His muscle just
unfortunate.
decided not to be a muscle anymore
Yeah.
in his arm.
Mm.
And then it was just like he rolled outside and it's like, okay, we're stalling here for a little bit longer than I like. Oh, great. Like,
Yeah.
oh.
Yeah. When you
So,
saw the doctor come over, like, because you can tell when it's really a
especially
medical.
nowadays. Yeah.
Yeah. When you saw them over there and they were looking at the arm, you're like, okay, yeah, something's really wrong. And then, the camera just goes back to El Grande and Jay, and you never really hear about Bronson the rest of the match. Um, but all in all, minus that, it was a good match. I saw online this week all the dislikes on the video about Jay winning, and it's so weird to me because he gets all this online hate.
I don't
But
get
if
it.
you when you watch him win, like look at the crowd, like when he went, not just his introduction, like it's one thing to get a pop on the introduction, but when you win the match and everyone stands up and starts eating,
Mm-hmm.
like I don't understand why all the online hate when he's obviously so over. Yeah, does some of the stuff he do they does some of the stuff he does annoy me? Yes. When he yeeted at War Games from the top, when that was stupid. When he yeeted in the Royal Rumble, run it back one more
Yeah,
time, that was stupid.
yeah, in the middle of everything when he should have been fighting
Yeah,
for
like
his life.
that's
Yeah, he
cheesy, that's
chose
corny.
to run it back and yeet with the crowd. Yeah,
And if WWE is booking that and telling them to do it, cut it out. Like, and if they're not,
a
they
little
need to
silly.
tell him to cut it out because people are going to start not taking them serious.
Yeah, yeah,
But I, I'm not disappointed to see
not at
Jay
all.
win it. You
Not at
know,
all.
I think Jay's a great competitor. Does he have the most impressive wrestling skill set? No, but he's an athlete
You don't
and he
have to
puts on
have
a
the
good
most
show.
impressive wrestling skill set. I mean, some of
Right.
the, Hulk Hogan wasn't a great wrestler.
But
You
when
know,
you see the criticism along, oh, he's only got a super kick and he's only got this and that, like there's a lot of guys that don't have a lot of impressive moves. I mean,
that's all you need.
it is entertainment,
That's all you need.
you know, entertain.
For you to sell an album, you just need to have a few hits. The
Yeah.
entire thing doesn't have to be banger after banger.
Boy, you ain't kidding. And there's a lot of
I
those
mean,
out
it's
there.
great, but I mean, like all you need to sell records is just two or three
Yeah,
notable tracks, and the rest can be
absolutely.
filler. You know,
Absolutely.
it's the weirdest dichotomy to me. Like Jay is beloved on screen and live at the events, but online it's just like, boo, we hate Jey Uso, we
Yeah.
hate that he's over. Like, is it we got him now? We move on? Like,
Like apparently
no,
none of those people go to the live shows because nobody's sitting down at the live show when he's out there.
I cannot understand it at all to save my life, for the
Yeah.
life of me. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. Why they have to be different people. The people online
Yeah.
obviously don't go to the shows or don't experience this live because they can't be the same people. Because if it's the same people, we love Jey Uso, whether we're online or off. It's just, I don't get it. It's just always been the weirdest thing to me
Well, and the thing is, they're like, why does WWE keep pushing him? Because he moves merchandise.
because he's awesome.
He draws in a crowd. The kids love him. Like,
'Cause
how many kids do you see in a Yeet shirt? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all about the money, and the money comes when you're over. Like,
yeah.
you're not bringing in the merch sales and all that if you're not over. The dude is over. Like,
And those that complain online, well, what do you want then?
yeah.
Because you wanted this, you got it. Now you're
Well,
complaining that you got it. What do
well,
you
that's the
want?
thing. When he won the championship, or before it was like, oh, they need to push a guy like Jay. They need to push a guy. Then they push him, and they're like, oh my God, Jay Uso's the champion. This is stupid. Like, it's like you can't please these guys. Like, get out
No,
your mama's basement. Like,
exactly.
come
Yeah,
on,
yeah.
man.
Please, please do. Touch grass,
Yeah.
folks. Touch that grass. It's green and fluffy.
Which obviously I'm biased. I'm an Uso man. I love that Jimmy came out with him, man. I love that brotherly thing, man, that they got. There's so many like behind the scenes, backstage things that I've watched with them too that I just love it, man. Like I think I may have mentioned this in one of the first episodes, but the year they fought in WrestleMania against each other, and Jimmy was like, it needs to be a squash match. Go out there, 2 minutes, you put me out, I'm done. Like, who volunteers for that against your brother?
Your brother.
You know what I'm saying? But like, but I don't think there's a lot of brothers that would be like, man, I'm gonna fall on the sword for you. Like
I can't
you're
imagine.
gonna go to the top. I'm gonna fall on the sword. We're gonna elevate you. It's amazing. Like, man, I just love it. And if you watch their interviews and stuff, man, like it's not fake. Like
No,
it isn't. You feel the emotion when they talk, and even when they, I don't know if you watch the, is it Stephanie's Places or whatever on ESPN where Stephanie McMahon
hmm,
goes,
yeah,
the one with the bloodline
yep,
that she did. Man, it was just so cool to watch all of them together and listen to the way they talk about each other. Man, like
yeah.
there is a family bond. They're like those guys are really like this. Like it is not storyline. It is
Huge
not for
family too.
show.
Huge family,
Like
obviously.
they are legit, man, and I love it.
Yeah,
I love it. And I mean, I'm an Uso fan anyway, but all that did was just skyrocket my fandom.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So,
There's a saying, going back to your point about Jimmy wanting to put Jay over clean at WrestleMania. There's a saying, a rising tide raises all ships.
mhm,
Jay was the rising tide.
yeah,
If someone gets on fire and can sell tickets and move merch, it helps everybody out.
absolutely,
It helps everybody in the entire company.
absolutely,
That's what that's saying. So
absolutely.
Jimmy saw that vision.
And Jimmy ain't hurting, man. Like Jimmy's got
No.
that sponsorship deal with the San Francisco Giants and the merchandise, man. You see the gear he comes out in, and the merch that he comes out in. They've got their own line on the shop, and it's cool, man. It's cool that they want to elevate each other. I love that. A couple weeks ago on Raw, he was like, "You're going to win this qualifying match. You're going to go to Elimination Chamber. You're going to do this." Like constantly pushing his brother forward, man.
Mhm.
I love to see it. I love it. Um, Another big thing on Raw, man. So Liv made her announcement, who she's going against.
Man, that was a good shot.
That was good, man. Like
Clock
you okay, so
right in the jaw with a mic.
you knew when she was talking to Stephanie, like with the I understand, I'm sorry, and blah 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 and all this, you're like, okay, there's gotta be more to this. And she does it so straight faced and genuine. And then she turns to Jade and she looks like she's about to unleash on Jade and give her the what for and tell her, you're that B? No, I'm that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yep.
and before she gets a word out, she just turns and clocks her with
Bronk.
the mic, man. Clocks her with the mic.
Great sound. Conk
Oh
with the
man,
mic
yeah.
right in Steph's face, Stephanie Vaquer's face. Stephanie Vaquer went down like a sack of hammers and was just out cold. And then Liv just, oh man, great. Just the sound of it was great. Yeah,
It was great.
but Liv talking to Stephanie Vaquer, just that conversation she had with her there in the ring was just like, "You're right. I'm sorry." Even though you're kind of like, she's gonna pick Stephanie. That was it. It was very believable. It came
Yeah,
off
yeah.
very good, very very well.
I mean, it had me thinking that she really might pick Jade.
Yeah,
Like
for
maybe
sure.
they threw us off with that one on one that segment with Liv, Dom, Michael Cole, and Stephanie last week. Maybe that was to throw us off the scent, and now she's going to flip and go to Jade. Because she's had that championship, now she wants this one, or
Yeah,
something. It got you thinking a little bit, but then she turned and clocked her, man.
yeah, that
Like
was a great way to make the choice.
uh, that's how
It
you
really
make an
was.
announcement right there.
Yeah, 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 it was. Yeah, Liv has found her stride. She's on the top of her game.
Yeah,
And this might be the run of her career. And Liv Morgan may win that Women's World Championship at WrestleMania. She just might.
she may, but this is just what I'm feeling. I feel like I feel like Dirty Dom's going to do something dirty. I feel like there may be a switch flipped in that WrestleMania match, and that's way down the line, and we'll get into this more later. But man, I'm calling a Dom turn on her.
See, I want to cheer for Dom though.
Oh, I do too. I
I
love
don't, that
Dom,
won't get that won't get him cheered. I don't think.
but I don't think the WWE wants Dom cheered. I think they want him to be hated.
I still want him to be dirty. I want him to be El
Yeah,
Sucio, Dirty Dom. But like down in AAA, I mean, like he gets an Austin pop. Like,
yeah.
listen, gosh, everybody loved it when he won the Intercontinental title at WrestleMania last year. Did you see Dom on the post show? The crowd was going nuts for him.
Well, what I loved about that was that the original plan was for him to win it, get the belt, and just run out.
And he's 100% heel.
And he's halfway down, and Triple H sends word to have him go back and enjoy his moment with the fans
Yeah,
because the fans popped, man. I popped.
yeah.
I jumped up, man, because I didn't think they'd put him over. I didn't think that WWE had the confidence in him.
I was glad to see it.
So I love that he got to go back and have that moment with the fans, but still be Dirty Dom.
He's beloved. We
He
love
is.
him.
And it's hard to believe that if you go back and look at when he started wrestling, man, like you were thought, man, this poor kid, he don't have a chance, man.
I was so glad when he turned heel, when he took Ray's head off and
Yeah,
low to Edge at Clash at the Castle and turned heel and joined the Judgment Day. Because Dom, at that point, I was questioning, like, man, is he going to be here for much longer?
yeah,
He just wasn't cutting it for me.
yeah,
And that heel turn changed his life and changed his career.
it
And
did.
he has just shot to the moon ever since and continues to shoot to the moon.
It was done so well. He was so hated that he could not even pick a microphone up without the boos being so
Right.
loud he couldn't talk.
Right. Yeah. We love to boo him out of the building every week. And it was
Yeah,
the thing. Like
like
when
he could
Dom,
not get a word in.
yeah.
So, but I feel like I just man something in me feels like he's and maybe he don't, but man. That would be a dirty Dom thing,
Yeah, it would. It would. It would.
you know.
I hope not, but
But if you do that in that match, that would involve you having to flip Stephanie. If you, because you would have an opportunity to align them together, you know. But I don't know. I don't know if they're ready for that yet either.
I don't want that. I feel like
Yeah,
we're in like the creative meeting right now on like a
yeah,
sort of Unreal right now or something. We're getting ahead to WrestleMania. I mean, we're a long way
yeah,
from
yeah.
WrestleMania.
We still got a lot to go before then. A lot of chips have to fall, you know.
Gonna see a lot
Um,
more trees and hills and
yeah,
scenery, as
yeah.
I like to say. Um, what else on Raw? Obviously, want to talk about AJ now or
Let's
save
talk.
it for last
Let's
or
talk about AJ. Let's talk about AJ, man. I thought that was a very well done segment.
Uncle Allen, AJ Styles? Man, I tell you what, um, came out and just the speech he had with his family right there, dead center in front of him, his wife and his kids. I think one was at home with the flu, he
Yeah.
said, but um, that's a bomb boss wife to hold that much down while you're out fulfilling your dream. I mean, what else can you say? I mean,
I loved when he was talking about his wife. Number one, it honestly, I had some emotion there,
mm-hmm. Say,
and
yeah,
just the way that he was talking about her telling him to never slow down, like keep going, keep pushing, like
that's
because you know how
invaluable.
taxing that has to be on her with him gone. He was talking about missing birthdays, missing games, missing holidays,
Yeah,
like all the things he's missing out on. It would be real easy for a wife to be like, "You're missing out on your family. You've made enough money. You've done enough. Come back. Come home." You know. But for him to talk about how she constantly would push him, "Hey, this is your dream. Keep going. Keep going. You've
hmm,
got more. You've got more."
yeah,
It was just such a nice thing to hear and to see him, you know, publicly in front of everybody, give her her flowers. You know what I'm saying? Give her her credit. That was
100%.
amazing.
And it's invaluable. I mean, and I don't think that that's the case for everyone. So when you have that kind of love and support at home, regardless of how far away you happen to be, it's just invaluable. Um, but AJ himself, though, if you know the story, AJ was offered a contract in 2002 to come to WWE to be a part of the developmental program at the time, and then, come on board at WWE in 2002. Um, or was it 2001 even? '01 or '02, before TNA launched anyway. But AJ turned it down because he didn't want to get in the way of his wife's dream, which she was going to become a teacher at the time, I think. So he decided just not to do that for her sake. So, um, yeah, he very well, very, very much so got that back and more.
Yeah.
Um, so that's why, AJ went on and helped launch TNA and helped build that company. He's the face of TNA. I don't care what anybody says, and even though he hasn't been there since 2013, I think. Um, it just when you think you look at TNA, you think of AJ Styles.
Yeah.
That's just always going to be the case. Um, and it took AJ Styles till 2016, 10 years ago, to finally make it to WWE.
Showed up at Royal Rumble with the soccer mom bob.
Yes, yes.
Oh,
But man,
the haircut was bad,
I
but
remember that music hit, and I was like, "This isn't familiar music. This is somebody. This is one of those guys they just signed because they had just signed him, Gallows, Anderson, and
mm,
Nakamura." And there was rumor particularly about AJ Styles.
yeah,
He had cut a promo on the Indies somewhere and was like, "You guys want me in the Royal Rumble? I'm gonna kick some butt for you if I do." So then there he was.
yeah,
The phenomenal one arrived. Then, gosh, let's just talk about like AJ Styles, our favorite matches, moments
yeah,
of his career. Gosh, I'll talk about TNA, the Unbreakable Three Way, if you've ever seen it. AJ Styles, Christopher Daniels, Samoa Joe. TNA Unbreakable 2005, I believe, is the year of that. It was the main event. It was a triple threat match. Um, One of the greatest triple threat matches of all time. Um, the Unbreakable Three Way. People know what you're talking about. Those three guys. He had a boss match against Abyss inside Six Sides of Steel, Lockdown '05 as well, which Abyss has said that's his favorite match of all time. Um, Gosh, AJ Styles. gosh, had great matches with Kurt Angle, Sting. Um, gosh, I don't think he's ever had a bad match, period.
I
Um,
mean, that's one thing you could always count on with AJ. And I would tell you, I was never a huge AJ Styles fan. He just didn't resonate with me as far as like, oh, I love AJ Styles. I can't wait for an AJ Styles match, whatever. It just never was with me. But I will tell you this, he never failed to deliver.
not at all, not 1 ounce.
You knew if he was in the match, it was going to be a good match.
Yeah. And then, I mean, I saw some stuff of his in Japan and elsewhere before he came to WWE finally. And of course, I mean, his series of matches with Cena, you know, his favorite thing is to beat up John Cena. Him and Gallows and Anderson reunited, reformed the OC, and oh man,
And
the
it was
match.
cool to see all those guys backstage,
Yeah.
during the show. And
Oh my gosh, last night I never thought I would see it. Literally, I mean, I know Chris Park has worked for WWE as a producer for years now, but I never thought I would see Abyss
yeah,
on a WWE screen. But that was pretty freaking cool just to see Frankie Kazarian, who also was a good surprise, opens that boiler room door and there's Abyss
yeah.
doing that, and it's like, oh my gosh, everybody's here.
The whole thing was very well done. Um, I th- I think after the way the Royal Rumble ended, and he addressed the not leaving his gloves in the ring and all that stuff,
Yeah,
and I like how they didn't end it at the Royal Rumble. They let him come to Raw, a couple weeks later,
yeah.
and have that closure, leave him there. But then, man, when Undertaker came out,
See, I was kind of this entire time I've been kind of skeptical. Like, is AJ Styles really retiring? Because it's come up kind of sudden.
yeah,
Suddenly he just kind of had a few of those matches, Punk, Nakamura, and then lost to Gunther at the Royal Rumble, and it was like, oh, that's it. We're not going to get this entire last year run
mhm,
of AJ Styles. He's already done. It kind of came about kind of suddenly, so I was like, I've been skeptical. Like, I'm wondering if there's a way that he's going to be reinstated somehow, or he's going to get one more match at WrestleMania or something like that. So, and we love a false ending of a show when the
mhm,
credits and the copyright graphic come up,
yep,
and then something else still happens. Oh, we're still on the air. Something else is happening. I love when they do that. I love a falsy ending.
yeah,
Love it. So that happened. Credits, copyright, and then gong. Lights go out. Here comes the Undertaker riding down on a bike. And so we're just going to continue the AJ celebration here, even though we've rolled credits and ran the copyright graphic and all that. And we're just going to stay on the air with it on Netflix. And so here comes Undertaker into the ring, stops and looks down at AJ's vest and gloves that he set in, laid in the ring, signaling that his retirement. This is it. I thought Taker was going to pick the stuff back up and hand it back to him. I'm
that's
like, that's how AJ's going to stick around for a little bit longer. No, it wasn't that.
when he hit him with the. You think you're just going to leave your gloves here? We've got unfinished business.
Man, that was.
And it was like, wait, what's happening
And
right
AJ
now?
was looking at him like, "What? What's going on here,
Yeah.
man? What are you talking
Well,
about?"
but that's what made it really cool was that you could see the genuine surprise.
Yeah, it was a
You
legit
know,
surprise because he was like, "Okay, what's going on here, man?"
like what
Like,
what are you talking about, dude? Like
Yeah.
what's happening?
And then Undertaker let him know that he's going to be the next inductee into the Hall of Fame. Man,
That was cool. That was
in,
cool.
freaking incredible.
Yeah. Well
So
deserved. Well
absolutely. So
deserved.
AJ Styles. As of right now, we got AJ Styles and Stephanie McMahon going to go into the Hall of Fame this year. There'll be others, so we'll
Yeah.
find out who that's going to be. But yeah, man, just loved everything about the tribute and the send off for AJ Styles last night. Totally incredible, phenomenal, pun intended.
It was so well done, and at no point did it feel rushed or forced. Like they
And it
let it
shouldn't, and
flow,
it shouldn't have been.
let his family come into the ring.
Yep.
I loved. I think what might have been my favorite part of it was at the end when his wife grabbed his arm and held it up.
Yeah.
I was like, "Damn it!" That part got me. Like
That hit
after
that hits
everything
me
that was
just now that
said,
that hits me just you mentioning it right now, man.
and
Oh
it
my
was as
gosh.
the screen was fading to black. So if you weren't still watching, like if you weren't paying attention, you might have missed it. But she reaches over and grabs his hand and holds and lifts his arm one last time. Like, to me, that got me, man, because I was like, my God,
You
like
don't get any better than that.
these guys, man, they've got it. Whatever it is,
Yep.
they've got it.
Yep.
And you love to see that support there. AJ Styles, man, like I said, I was never the biggest AJ Styles fan, but very much respected, and congratulations, man, congratulations.
To
Hall
say
of Fame,
the least.
very, very worthy, man, very worthy.
Yeah, man. Uh, so I guess that should have been the end of the show right there. But one more thing that happened on Raw that I kind of want to talk about: Brock Lesnar going to have an open challenge at WrestleMania
Yeah,
apparently, and he's going to be around for several dates. You know, like the middle of March, and then leading up to WrestleMania. So pretty much a month worth of dates on Raw where Brock's going to be at. I wonder who's going to step up.
I want Gunther.
I do too. I want Gunther. I don't see it happening. I would rather Brock pick Gunther himself
Mm-hmm.
instead of Brock saying, "Someone come to me." I want Brock
Yeah,
to pick Gunther himself.
yeah.
That would be awesome to me.
Well, I had read in the rumor mill, during the John Cena
The
thing
rumor and
that,
innuendo.
yeah, that Lesnar was on the list of, people that Gunther could retire this year. What I'd read was potentially SummerSlam. Of course, again, rumor mill, but
Yeah.
you know, here's an opportunity for it to play out in some fashion. But I'm curious where we go with that, because I'd like to see that. I'd like to see him put over someone like Obafemi.
I was gonna
I think
say
we'd all like to see that match.
the crowd was chanting a particular someone at him last night.
Mhm.
It was,
Yeah,
is it too soon for Oba though?
that is a good question, but I mean, I
So it,
want to see that match, or depending on how the Elimination Chamber goes, I wouldn't mind seeing Trick.
uh, we'll see. It's kind of weird how we can kind of feel like Obafemi is like, oh, way too soon. Not Brock Lesnar yet for Obafemi, but I'm thinking like Royce Keys would be pretty good.
Yeah,
And Royce Keys has had one appearance
yeah,
in the Royal Rumble so far.
yeah. I think he's
So
been relegated to the main event program at the time being, but I think he did a dark match for the main event.
did he last night?
I want to say he did. I saw something online about it.
Because he hasn't had one. He didn't have one last week because Oba was on main event last
Was he?
week. Oba destroyed Joaquin Wild on main event last week.
But I feel like I heard
I
him
was
say
there.
something about, or I heard somewhere or read somewhere that he's going to be making his Raw or SmackDown debut soon.
Yeah,
I don't know. He was on one of the podcasts.
Stephanie's podcast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was on one of those. So, but it's coming.
Yeah.
It's coming. It's coming. And again, this is a build to WrestleMania, so that's something I'm sure they're gonna drag out. They're gonna leave at least some suspense there leading up to it. They're not gonna. I don't think they'll let that cat out of the bag too quick.
You know what I
But
just thought of, and I just thought of this just now, and I'm laughing as I'm thinking about it. What's Ice Show Speed doing for WrestleMania this year? Oh gosh, would you like to see Brock Lesnar against Ice Show
oh my
Speed?
gosh,
Oh my gosh, I just thought of that
has
just
he even
now.
recovered from the spear?
No, he couldn't have. He couldn't have. He's is he even? We need to see if Speed's still with us after the
Yeah,
spear from Braun
yeah,
Breaker at last year's Royal Rumble.
yeah. Golly,
Holy cow! I just thought of that just now. I thought it was hilarious, and I couldn't not share that. Oh gosh, I don't think it's going to happen, but
no.
it would be dreadfully
Oh
hilarious if
God,
it did. Um, yeah, I'm thinking Gunther, Oba, Royce Keys,
yeah.
someone of
Gunther and
that.
Oba are my top two. If I had to pick, those would be my 1A, 1Bs that I would want to see.
Yeah, but if it's Gunther, I'd rather Brock just be like you, WrestleMania.
Yeah,
Brock just pick out Gunther
yeah,
instead of the other way around.
yeah.
Um, what else to talk about? NXT, touch on it a little bit. For what seems like forever, Zaruka, Zarya, Soruka, they've been the worst friends of all time. From the start, from the get-go, for a year or more now. All they ever do is get in each other's way and bicker and fight, yet they still come together and they still squash whatever beef they have. They've always done this from day one. I'm sick of it. Zarya, just take her head off already, please. My gosh. And I like Saruka. Zarya, like, you can't just keep you keep coming back for more, and you keep the same things just keeps happening. Something happens, and Soul takes your title shot, or gets in your way of a title shot, and you lose a match, or costs you a match, or just this accidental crap just keeps happening. How much more of it are you going to take? You know, Saruka's got an NXT Women's Championship match tonight as we record this against JC Jane. That title match is tonight. Does Soul get it done finally? Does JC Jane finally lose that title? I don't know. We'll see. But
She gets my vote.
I'm ready for Zaruka to finally break up, explode, implode. All they ever do is get in each other's way, and it's just a bunch of drama. And it's like, I don't, they're the worst friends I've ever seen in my life. By far.
Yeah.
By far. So, I mean, the Lakers and the Celtics were better friends, for goodness sake, than Zarya and Saruka. The Bulls and the Pistons. Oh, I don't know about the Bulls and the Pistons. But I mean, you see what I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just like, come on. And then let me touch one more, just real quick. AAA, Dirty Dom defending the Mega Championship against El Hijo del Vikingo at Rey de Reyes. So they signed the contract for this match Saturday night. So Dom's hair is safe, thank goodness. No one wants to see that mullet go away. Eddie Guerrero would be jealous of that mullet.
Oh,
Holy
man.
crap, 97 Guerrero would be jealous of Dom's mullet today. Holy cow. His son, Dom. You know. So if Dom wins and retains, then Vikingo does not get a shot again at the championship so long as Dom has it. If Dom loses, Dom has to leave AAA forever. That would suck for AAA because Dom is the man in AAA. So uh, I love the things that AAA is doing down there. Undertaker's over that whole thing. He's kind of the Triple H of AAA. Wow, I can't believe I said that correctly without stuttering. But
Yeah, that was
the Triple
impressive.
H of AAA is the Undertaker. Yeah, it's true. Um, Gosh, all the lucha action down there. I love this version of La Parka. Jack Cartwheel. If you've ever seen Jack Cartwheel, incredible. The Psycho Circus is getting picked off one by one, seemingly. Panic Clown got picked off and got sent via ambulance a couple weeks ago, and then the next week it was Dave the Clown. So no one knows who's behind those attacks. So there's some mystery there. Um, so yeah, Rey de Reyes is next month sometime. So, which I think it's going to be like a 3-week kind of event series on AAA TV. So it's all free. It's on YouTube. You got no reason not to watch.
Yeah.
English commentary, Corey Graves, JBL, Rey Mysterio. It's great. So I'm going to put over AAA pretty hard. By the way, a lot of those stars are in 2K26, which drops if you pre-ordered next Friday, I believe, which I did.
That
So
might be the first video game I've been excited about in a long time.
2K26 is going to have, it's said, over 400 playable characters.
Wow.
I didn't know that was possible.
That's crazy.
2 seems like a lot to me. 400 playable characters. WWE, AAA, I mean, across all WWE's brands, of course, but WWE, AAA, Legends of the Past, the Monday Night War edition. So everybody involved in that. My gosh, I mean, I'm not going to have time to work through all 400 characters. Not even close.
Yeah.
But yeah, this game's going to be so insane. I can't wait. Next Friday is when it drops. If you pre-ordered, I believe it's the 15th or 16th retail release if you didn't pre-order. So, yeah. But man, what else you want to talk about?
Man, let's break down Elimination Chamber.
Let's do that.
Let's talk about the chamber. So first, let's talk about the women's match. So let's see. We got Asuka, we got Bliss, we got Tiffy, Kiana James, Rhea, and Raquel. I apologize to my wife. We had to talk about Tiffy time one more time. We got to talk about Tiffy time one more time. But I don't think Tiffy time is going to happen in the chamber. I don't see her going over. Honestly, I'm not sure who I've got favorited in that.
I see Rhea, and then there's everybody else.
Yeah,
That's what I see looking at it.
yeah,
Just looking at it just with plainly just looking at it at the names. I see
yeah.
Rhea and everybody else. Um, But then I also see Rhea and Io going to WrestleMania with the tag team titles.
Yeah. I mean
So
that's kind of the question because you've got that tag team with the titles. I mean, I can't see Asuka. I would like to see Bliss. Like I would love to see Bliss back in the title picture. I don't know if that would happen. Of course, I didn't see Kiana qualifying, but I can't see that. I feel like Raquel's kind of getting a push right now. Could that be the direction they go? Because you got to think, okay, it's going to be against Jade Cargill.
yep, we know that for sure. It's going to be
So,
against Jade Cargill for the women's WWE Championship.
and whoever goes against her, I want to win because she's the most boring champion I think I've ever
I
seen.
disagree.
Um,
Um, I can see Raquel, and maybe we see where Liv and Raquel are both title holders at the end of WrestleMania. Um, I don't see Kiana James winning the Chamber. I see her having a breakout performance. I
yeah,
see her doing some pretty cool things, but I don't see her winning the Chamber match. Um, the only person on paper, literally, that makes sense to face Jade Cargill for any women's WWE Championship, World Championship, what have you, is Rhea.
yeah,
But at the same time, it's like I think Rhea and Io are gonna keep those tag team titles on the way to WrestleMania. So I don't know. We'll see. It's kind of I don't know. You
yeah,
know.
yeah. There's a lot of questions there for me. There's just which I like. We talk about it all the time. I like not already knowing going in. Oh, this is obvious. Like I feel like this one could go any way. Like I feel like
Hmm.
you could probably make an argument for just about any of them, but I don't know. I'm curious to see the direction that WWE has in mind for that to go against Jade. Um, in the men's, you got Jay, Javon Evans, Trick Williams, Randy Orton, Cody Rhodes, and LA Knight.
Everybody is cheered wildly. Everybody
Yeah,
is cheered
man.
wildly in this match. Really, it is.
Like
Look at that.
you don't have a heel in that match.
Not really Trick, but like
Well, yeah, but I
he's
mean
cheered. No one
he's
cares.
loved. Like
Yeah, I mean,
he's
yeah,
he's the anti-hero, you know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
he's that Bray that you know what I'm saying that he's a heel, but everyone loves him.
I don't think he's a heel now.
No,
He's over with me. So
yeah, I don't look at him as a heel. I don't really see him either way. I just look at him as everybody freaking loves him. So you've got six guys there that are all going to get massive face pops,
and none are a bad choice.
and none are a bad
None,
choice.
none.
I mean, I mean, because okay, again, we're talking about McIntyre going to be the opponent.
Hmm.
Obviously, Cody.
There's Cody right there. Yeah,
That's the easy choice.
yeah.
Orton, especially now after what happened the other night. I mean, Jay,
Hmm.
the redemption story, you've got that there. Javon, which I don't see him getting it just because again, he's just getting called up. There's so many things you can do with him outside of that picture. He doesn't even need that to elevate right now.
But how incredible would it be if Javon Evans just pulled it out? It's like, oh my
I mean,
God.
it would
All
be.
of a sudden, Javon Evans just got here and he's going to main event WrestleMania.
The
Trick
the
Williams too.
the two
Either one.
people the two people that in my mind I would be ecstatic to see do it. Obviously Trick Williams.
Hmm.
But man, I would like to see LA Knight get his moment.
Yes, we can't forget about LA
I
Knight.
would like to see LA Knight get his moment, man. Like I just feel like he's a chronic afterthought when it comes to these things. He's always just right there. He just right there. Like I can reach it. No, pulled away at the last second.
It's like that commercial with the fisherman and the dollar. Whoops,
Yeah,
almost
yeah,
had it.
yeah.
You got to be quicker than that.
Like if this isn't his moment, when is, man?
I
Like
know it.
when does he get his time? And but Drew McIntyre went through that period a little bit for a while, and then bless
Mhm.
his heart, he finally got it, and it was during COVID, and there
Yeah,
was nobody in attendance.
yeah.
But I don't know, man. Like I said, if Trick wins it, I'm not going to be mad.
Nah,
Like
not at all.
you can't. There's not a negative thing to say about Trick winning, but I feel the same way about LA Knight. Like I feel like out of the group there, the one who deserves it and probably needs it the most is LA Knight.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. Um, We're gonna see OG cutters off the top of a pod though
Oh,
from Javon.
100%.
We're
I
gonna
mean, you
see
know that's happening.
if not the top of a pod, then the very top of the chamber itself,
Yeah.
or both.
I think what
And
you're
and
going
that
to
thing's
see,
high.
I'm calling this spot in the
Yeah.
match. At some point, he goes to do an OG cutter on Randy Orton, and Randy Orton counters it with an RKO.
It's happened before. They had a match on NXT last year sometime. Um, that kind of happened. It kind of got messed up a little bit. Orton did that to him in the Royal Rumble match though,
Oh,
and they corrected it.
yeah.
I mean, there was that. They revisited the spot basically. So, yeah, that happened. But it could also happen, and it would be an insane pop if it happened in the chamber.
You're going to see
Um,
Devon do something crazy.
oh my gosh.
It's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, like you look at these guys. He's the only high flyer. I mean, you got Jay, but he's not really a high flyer. He does a splash, but I mean, Javon's the high flyer of the group. You know, you got a bunch of big guys in there.
Yeah.
You got a bunch of wrestlers in there.
It's gonna be a Cody win, but like, man, what a great just freaking like everybody's beloved in that chamber match,
Yeah,
and no one would complain about any one of those guys going on to face Drew McIntyre at WrestleMania. But I
yeah.
think it's gonna be Cody.
I hope
Just,
not.
just, just that's the way things are leaning right
Yeah,
now to me. Is kind of what it seems. And then you think like, well, how's Jacob Fatu gonna factor into all this? He's not in the
yeah,
chamber. Randy Orton got attacked by Drew on SmackDown
yeah.
for some reason. It's like
And do we think that during the chamber, Drew's not going to make an appearance? Like, does he do something to come out and try to screw, Cody or Orton
at this
or
point, it tracked.
like? I mean,
He's got
there's
to.
so many possibilities with this, which makes it so much more exciting. Um, I can't wait. I can't wait for Saturday night.
Yep, yep, yep,
Um,
yep.
I think the other two matches you got AJ Lee and Becky Lynch. That should be a good match. I'm curious to see how AJ does her first singles match in a decade.
I think AJ Lee is going to win the Intercontinental
I
title.
think so.
I think so. I think it's in Chicago where her
Yeah.
and Punk live.
Yeah.
Come on, I
Yeah.
mean, even though AJ's from Jersey, but she's married to CM Punk,
Right.
and they live in Chicago.
And
So
then CM Punk Finn Balor, you know, already announcing the Punk Roman match takes some of the I don't know, the lure out of this one for me.
what if Finn does it though? What
What
if?
if?
Like, oh my gosh. And then it's like everything just gets
Yeah,
twisted and turned all of a sudden on its head. It could happen.
it could.
Because Finn talked last night on Raw about I forgot exactly what he said now, but in the moment I was like it made me feel like he could actually do this.
Yeah,
It's a
well, he
possibility.
was back there talking to Dom and them because Dom was like, "You didn't come out and help me," and he's just like talking about being focused on himself and the biggest match of his career. And um, I don't man, it could happen. It could. God, you've already got so much hot between Roman and Punk. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Lots of things going on. The pot is hot.
It that it is.
This big boiling steaming
That it is.
pot of delicious soup with all these ingredients. The pot
But
is hot.
this is an exciting time though.
Yep.
It's an exciting time in WWE. You got a
Yep.
lot of things going. I love this influx of young stars that because a lot of times WWE has thrown in new guys that were hot on NXT or whatever, and that it just seemed like they didn't hit like these guys did.
Yeah.
These guys have hit instantly. Like you talk about hit the
Yeah.
ground running. Trick, Javon, and Oba. Those three hit the ground running, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's no okay, carry a little of your NXT momentum up and then build. It's like they just jumped right in.
Yeah.
And and you got to give credit to NXT and how they're doing things for that to even be able to happen.
That is tremendous. Yep.
To build that audience, to be able to build that fan base to where these guys can do that and fit in seamlessly. Because that's what it's been. It's been a seamless transition for those three guys. And you love to see it. And now, they're on a big stage.
Yeah. Rightfully so.
Yeah.
Trick was hated in NXT before he came over on the SmackDown, and he's been the complete opposite.
Yeah.
Beloved from the get-go.
Yeah.
Whoop that trick is fun to chant.
Yeah.
He's like we mentioned it earlier. We don't have to go over it again, but I mean he's incredible at everything he does.
Well, it's like I said at the beginning, when his music hits, the atmosphere shifts.
Hmm. Yep.
I mean, just instantly. Instantly. The crowd, it's similar to the Yeet thing. When you hear that ooh so real loud, everyone goes up. Well, as soon as you hear that da 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 da, like bam,
Ooh,
everybody like,
that bass.
man,
Hmm.
everybody's up and they're just chanting. It's awesome, man. It's awesome. I love seeing young superstars. That next generation of talent. Just like I said a while ago, hit the ground running, man. It's there for the taking, and they're taking advantage of their moment.
Yeah, and if it's Javon or Truth that wins the chamber, it's going to be insane.
Yeah.
It would be insane, and it would be unexpected, which would make it insane.
Yeah,
So,
Trick is my 1A that I want to win. LA Knight just because he's my 1B because I think he deserves it. I think, man, he needs his moment, man. He needs a moment. He needs his moment. But you know what I fear about him though, honestly? I fear that he's going to get the J treatment where everyone finally gets what they want and then all they do is nag and complain about his reign.
I hope not.
That's what I worry about because
I hate
lately it
that.
seems like every time it, or like R-Truth, everyone threw a fit. They want R-Truth back, want R-Truth back. Then R-Truth comes back, everyone cheers for 5 minutes about him, and then it's just like, whatever, all over again. Like, I don't know, man. I hope that's not the case. I hope that when he finally gets his shot and he capitalizes and they have the confidence to put the belt on him and he gets the opportunity to carry that torch for a little bit. I hope that the fans continue to support him like they have in the push.
Yeah, fans, so-called
Yeah, fans.
internet fans
Yeah.
that are you act one way in person in the public, but you tweet something else
Yeah, y'all
behind a
you throw a
keyboard.
fit for this stuff and then you get it and then you're not happy with what you got.
I don't
Like,
get it.
man,
I don't get you.
I don't understand it, man.
What do you think's in the crate?
I'm dying to know. I'm
Can't
dying to
can't
know.
be a who. Can't
It,
be a
it
can't
can't
be a
be a
person.
who. It
Can't be a
can't be a
person.
who. And it better not be no stupid Andre the Giant trophy. No, we're going to have this match at WrestleMania. Like, shut up. Nobody cares.
Well, the Andre Trophy isn't stupid. I mean,
Uh,
that battle royal should happen at WrestleMania, not on SmackDown. It should be that
right.
important, frankly.
It's
But
not something that you send in a crate and build
no,
this hype though. So I don't
no.
know what it could be, man. I don't know.
But wishful thinking, and I wish it was the return of the WWE Network. I don't think that's.
Oh
I
God,
think that's
that would
highly
be.
unlikely. I think it's highly unlikely. But man, gosh, I wish. By the way, today is the anniversary of the launch of the WWE Network. As we record this, that was 12 years ago. I
That
remember.
was the greatest thing
I
they ever
remember
came
staying home
out
from
with.
work that day and getting up, being ready at the computer. I actually hooked my computer up to my TV and used the TV as the monitor, and just because I didn't know it, streaming devices kind of were in their infancy back then,
Right.
so I didn't have one yet. So I just used the computer.
Well, and I
Uh,
don't think it was on all platforms either. Like I think it was only on certain ones at the time.
it got rolled out, but it got rolled out pretty quick though.
Yeah,
Um, but I remember, I think it was 9 a.m. our time, Central Time, that it launched, and then there was errors. Then it finally got its act together, and there it was.
because I remember when it came out, I couldn't get it on my Apple TV, and I was so mad. I was furious. So I had to go buy a Fire Stick.
And that's why I bought an Apple TV,
Yep.
was so I can not use my computer.
Yep.
And yeah, I use
Yep.
Apple TV to this day.
Yep. And they did finally get it.
Mhm.
It wasn't very long later, but yeah, man, God, that was the greatest thing, man. $9.99 a month,
Dream come
got
true.
it all.
It was a
And you
dream
know what
come
I
true.
loved about it is
Everything.
well, yeah, but when a PLE started, you could
Yeah,
pause it or you could restart it during the PLE.
that is invaluable. Invaluable. Peacock did not have that functionality, and
No,
I always
sucked.
hated, and I was very vocal online. I hated Peacock for that.
Well, like
I'm
so
so
for
glad we don't
me,
use it anymore.
like Saturday night, I'm not going to get off work till 7 o'clock,
Yeah,
and I've got a 30-minute drive home.
yeah,
Elimination Chamber starts at 6.
yeah.
So, and I don't remember if on ESPN you can start
You
from the
can.
beginning.
Yep,
Can
you
you?
can. Yes, you
Okay.
can.
So,
Last I check, you can anyway.
thank God for that because when it was on Peacock, like I would have to start middle of the PLE or just wait till it was over, stay offline, and then wait till after the post show for them to show the so I could run it from the beginning.
It used to take me
Horrible.
2 days to watch a PLE on Peacock. Hated it.
Stupid. Stupid.
Nowadays it still does because I have a family and I have work, and the countdown show is 2 hours by itself. So I'm
Yeah.
probably going to watch the countdown show Saturday night when I get home,
Yeah.
then probably watch the Elimination Chamber event itself Sunday night. So
I
that's
don't
just kind of how it works with me,
I don't
and just
mind
stay
to miss
offline
the
until I'm over.
I
So
don't mind to miss the countdown show, but I don't want to miss a minute of the PLE, and I like the post show.
yeah,
Like I like all that stuff. Like I mean, well, if you listen after our broadcast, after our show goes off, you'll hear the stop. Like that was from a post show.
yeah,
Solo, one of my favorite clips of him. Like, but you get cool stuff like that
yeah.
that I don't know. I enjoy it, and so I will run back the PLE and then I'll watch the post. My family knows PLE nights. Just get ready. I'm taking over the TV.
Yeah, I don't have that luxury at home because I have a 3-year-old and a 1-year-old, and it's Disney and the like all the time at my house until they go to bed,
Yeah,
and then it's my time
yeah,
to finally watch Raw at like 9 or 10 o'clock at
yeah,
night, and then so on and so forth.
yeah,
Every other show throughout the week, and PLEs, it takes me all weekend to
yeah,
get in. So that's just the way it works with me. But I get it in, and I stay offline until I get
yeah.
through, to the point where I'm caught up. So.
So when
Uh,
you're married with kids, you do what you got to do.
Yeah, but it is invaluable that you can pause and stop and watch on demand right from wherever you like. Great functionality there. So, I mean, it's not going to be the WWE Network. I wish it was,
Yeah,
but what else could it be?
I
It's
don't
going to
know.
be an announcement or an object of some kind,
Yeah,
but I don't know what it would be. So,
I don't know.
the
But
return of WCW, could it be the return of WCW? Like, what if you open this big crate and all of a sudden, like the WCW Championship is laying in the bottom of the crate? Why would it be in that size of a crate? I don't know. That seems like it'd be a lot of shipping costs to me, but
I
I
won't
don't
know.
know.
But all I know is we're just a few days away, man, and I
Yeah,
can't wait. So looking forward to Elimination Chamber on Saturday. Um, Comment. Tell us what y'all think's going to happen.
not,
Who do y'all want to win? Who do y'all not want to win? Who do you love? Who do you hate? Let us know. We'd love to talk about it. But man, we appreciate you guys tuning in again, man. Episode 8 coming up real quick on 10, man.
I
Real
know it.
quick on 10. It's crazy. So as we go on, man, for some of our landmark shows, we may have to come up with some sort of like giveaway or something. Do something cool. You know what I'm saying? For Elimination Chamber. I don't know if y'all noticed, but we decided for the PLEs, we're going to customize the graphic to the PLE just to throw in a little something different there. But
Get your attention.
yeah, yeah, kind of grab your eyes there. But man, if there's anything that y'all want to see, just let us know. If there's anything y'all want us to talk about, we love the feedback,
We are
man.
wide open.
I've enjoyed interacting with a few people. I love my people that support my take on Sammy. Nathan, you're my guy. Appreciate that. Um, in the spirit of the whole AJ and his wife thing and all that, man, I do want to just kind of shout out our wives, man, because this does take time away from them and our kids, and we appreciate y'all's support and encouragement for us to do this.
Yeah.
It means a lot to us, and so we thank you and we love you and we appreciate you guys.
Yes, we do. My wife, I'll tell you right now, my wife, I got home pretty late today. I had a long hard day at
Yeah,
work, and then I had to go kind of get my kids from daycare when my wife was supposed to, but she couldn't, so I had to kind of
yeah,
go get them when I wasn't planning on doing it. I
yeah,
was still kind of in my work attire and kind of just wore out and tired from work and needed a nap. But my wife got home, and I hadn't eaten much all day either, so I was hungry. So, I mean, my wife right away was just like, here's this, here's that.
yeah,
You can eat it on the road. And I did. And I'm here and I'm fed and I'm able to do the show because she provided me some sustenance
yeah.
and she just knew that I had to go do the show. So she stepped in and helped me out. So,
Every week, Lex, on the way home, she's like, I'll have it ready when you get here so I can run in, eat real quick, change shirts, and get out here and get set up. So,
yeah, couldn't do
so
it without you.
we,
Couldn't
we
do it without you.
appreciate you guys for real. Thank
We
you
do.
so much. Thank you so much. So, again, episode 8, guys. Thanks for stopping in. I'm Rusty. This is Billy, Rusty and Billy's Wrestling Adventure. Look forward to Elimination Chamber and breaking that down in episode 9. Until next week. See you guys.
We out.
4 letters, 1 word. Stop.
That's not